Aaron Dragonetti was staying at a home on South Side Road, a long street spread along St. John's Harbour, nestled under tree-dotted hills. According to the woman who lived there, Aaron was excited for turkey dinner that Sunday. So it was a surprise when he woke her up at 4 o'clock Sunday morning. Aaron Dragonetti said he had to go. There was an emergency back home in British Columbia.
To the best of our knowledge, that's the last that anybody has heard or seen of Aaron Dragonetti.
Still wonder to this day what happened to him and where he is, and hopefully he's all right wherever he is.
Aaron Dragonetti was 31, traveled internationally, a twin, a brother to 3 men. In 2012, he was working in the oil patch in Alberta. That's where he met friend Colin Graham.
He was very easygoing, very laid-back guy. He was a hard worker, and never saw him in a bad mood.
By the summer of 2014, Aaron Dragonetti had come to St. John's. Why he was here is a mystery, but police know why he stayed. He'd met a woman, but it was short-lived. The relationship ended by July, and weeks later, Aaron Dragonetti would seemingly vanish. By November of 2014, his mother would get so worried she'd call the RNC and report her son missing. If there was an emergency in BC, it was a surprise to those who knew him.
We spoke with family members, we spoke with friends and associates that Aaron had in St. John's. We spoke with friends and associates that he had in British Columbia, and we have yet to establish what that emergency was.
While Aaron Dragonetti didn't have a criminal record in St. John's, Warren says he was friends with those who did. One of those people was Gordy Bishop, a man who was banished from Newfoundland in 2016. He seriously injured a police officer by dragging her with his car. Bishop posted on Aaron Dragonetti's Facebook page during the summer he went missing. Dragonetti had been dating Gordy Bishop's sister April, and he was staying at the Bishop house the morning he reportedly left for BC. Bishop's mother was asked by CBC about the case and said Dragonetti just up and left one morning. April Bishop did not respond to CBC on Facebook. Back in BC, Colin Graham got a call from police. Maybe he had spoken to Aaron Dragonetti.
I was totally blindsided by it. I thought maybe he was just being quiet, or maybe he was out in camp, or, just didn't have a whole lot, to do with Facebook at that time. But until I'd received the phone call, I was surprised by it.
And another peculiar point. Aaron Dragonetti flew into St. John's, but there's no record he ever flew out. But of course, there are other ways to leave a place unnoticed: a ferry, a fake passport.
At the time he went missing, we believe he had 2 cell phones that he was utilizing. Neither of those cell phones were actually subscribed to Aaron Dragonetti. We also received information during the course of our investigation that he would change cell phones on a pretty regular basis.
Those cell phones led nowhere, a dead end. On the West Coast, Dan Dragonetti has no idea what happened to his younger brother, but fears the worst. He says he's received little information from police, some of it contradictory. A far-flung theory is that Aaron left the country for Vietnam, but we have no evidence of this. He simply has a friend there, and he's been there before. If someone knows where Aaron Dragonetti is, they're not talking. If he's gone underground, he's done a good job of it.
We have no evidence to support or suggest that he met with any foul play while here in St. John's. But of course, on the contrary, we have no factual evidence to suggest that he left the province.
Maybe the guy is just off the radar and, you know, maybe he had enough of social media or his job or, you know, had some kind of issues and just decided to travel and, you know, who knows, maybe the guy's backpacking somewhere in some country, you know. If he's out there, hopefully he's doing okay and, you know, maybe we'll hear from him one day.